Hey guys, here we are again, virtual.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I'm
know.
so sorry, guys.
This
It's
time
just,
it's because of weather.
yeah,
So,
weather and schedule. I mean, we were going to be live. You're right.
yes, we were going to be live. So this time it was more
Yeah,
because of weather.
yeah.
We
All right,
want to
good.
be
Not on me.
safe.
Not on me.
We want to be safe. We want to be safe. There was a little bit of conflict in scheduling, but I was
Yes,
flexible again. Just
yes. Love you.
I just like busting her chops. It's not I mean it's both our schedules, but I say it's hers more because she's
I
the
know it's just
busy.
a season. That's it. That's the
Yeah.
only reason.
Yes.
So, all
So
right,
guys,
kick it
this
off.
week's topic. Can I kick it off?
Yes, say it.
Okay.
Say it.
All right. So this week's topic is how tomorrow is not guaranteed. What does that mean for us? It just, for me, I wanted to bring this topic for us to talk about because tomorrow's not guaranteed, meaning don't save everything for the next day or for
Yeah.
the next year or for do whatever you can today, enjoy today, because tomorrow it's not guaranteed. Enjoy your loved ones.
Yes.
You know,
That's my saying on my personal Instagram. It says like live life in the moment.
yeah.
Right. Because like it's exactly what you're saying.
Hold on, my Alexa just turned on. Alexa, off. This is the
She wants to be in the moment. That's what
yes,
happened. She
yes.
said, I'm gonna jump in too.
That
Mira,
was
mine's
actually a good song. That was actually a good song, though.
so funny. Yeah,
Um,
no, I agree with you. Like exactly what you're saying. Like this topic is huge. Everybody always has that mania, right? The habit of, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, or I just do it tomorrow, or I'll get to it later. I'll get to it later. And then, we really don't know what tomorrow's going to hold,
yeah,
right? Like all our days are accounted for. God has our life written, you know. I think it's huge what you're saying, right? Enjoy your loved ones,
yeah.
right? I think it's
think
important.
I think also when you lose somebody close and or you realize how short life is, how hey guys, just bear with us because we're
Yes,
like
even just walked in and he doesn't know that we're recording live right now.
so it's just like when you lose a loved one or when you are just busy in the mundane everyday things, then you don't give your loved ones that quality time and that one-on-one, and then they're gone and then you're missing them and you feel wow, I wish I would have done this or I wish I would have done that.
Yeah, I agree. It's hard because like right now, like I see my parents getting older and I don't know if it's like a shift in me where it's like I want to spend so much time with them in the aspect of like when you're young, you
Yeah,
don't realize, you know what I'm saying? Like you automatically assume like your parents are going to be around forever. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like it's a weird thing in your brain, but then as you see them get older, you're like, wait a second. Like I do see like my dad's different, my mom's different. You know what I mean? Like I don't ever want to have that regret moment. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
It's crazy when you start seeing them older, right? You
Yeah.
compare them for when you were young, and then you're just like, wow, I can see how we've aged, or I can see how
Yeah.
they've aged, and you can tell the difference. Like, holy cow, we don't have an eternity with them.
No, I
At
know.
least not here in the
In the world.
world. But
Yeah.
there's also another.
See you again in heaven. That's the saying. Yes.
Yes. So what are things that we can do to live in the moment and and not waste our time here, like our good china, right? We always save it for the special occasions. Take it out all the time. You spend a
Yeah.
lot of money on it, take it out. Take
Yeah.
it out, to eat dinner with your family. That's your China. Like, that's the point of it.
Yeah, it's true. Or like they say, I don't know about okay. So this is gonna relate to like Hispanic people, probably in like my generation, where we used to have like the sala that you couldn't sit in. Like it had the plastic seats covers. Like
Yes.
like we couldn't go in that room. And I just remember when my parents moved to Jersey, like we were already in high school and my mom like took the plastic off the sofas. And we were like, you know, and she was like, oh, I just realized like what's the use of having the plastic? The sofas are meant to sit on.
Exactly. So, okay, guys, I think we need to do a poll. We need to do a poll on who had the plastic growing up in their on their couches.
Hot summer days, you would sit down and get stuck.
Gosh,
Oh.
yeah.
Yes.
Trying to get out of your chair because you're stuck and you wore shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
That was the sala you couldn't sit in. It was so weird, like the rules, right? But that's almost like what people do, like, oh, that it's only for good occasions or only when guests come over. Like that was the saying in the house. Mommy me decía, no, eso para la gente cuando llegan. Why? Like I never understood. It made no sense to me.
Exactly. It's like enjoy your stuff now because we don't take anything with us.
Mm-hmm.
We're not taking your fine china. We're not taking your nice couches. We are not taking anything with us.
Your money doesn't go with you.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know what I'm saying? Like I heard a pastor say, well, this has to go with like relationships, right? He said, all right, I'm not going to go verbatim. I'm going to go like my memory version.
Yes.
But he said, like, as we're like married, we do everything for our children.
Yeah.
Came to a point where he said to his kid, like the kid said, are you going to my game? And he said, no, I'm taking your mom out to dinner. Okay. We'll see you after your game. Right. Okay. And when I was listening, I was like, man, that's a little cold. Right.
Yeah.
And he says, the reason I did that is because my kids have to learn. They're going to go.
Yeah.
This person is going to be with me after they leave.
Yeah.
So I have to be in the moment with her because this moment is what my future is going to be. And I was like, mind blown.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I've said this before on one of our episodes. Like the best advice someone gave me was to make sure to date your husband. Like your kid, yes, but don't make them everything, right? And forget your spouse.
Yeah.
You have to date your spouse because once you're empty nesters, you have to like the person you're staying with. Like at the end of it all, right? You have to like them. You have to be able to communicate with each other. And if you don't date each other, you're going to be looking at two strangers, right? Because now 20 years later, you're like not the same person. You're looking at a different person. You're now 20 years older. You've been together. You've been raising these kids. You've been so busy in the mundane life, and you don't know who you're married to.
Yeah. It was just interesting to me. And I just loved how he said, like, your moment now creates your future later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like, first he always said, like, pray about everything you're going to do.
Yeah.
Right. Like, don't just jump in and then be like, well, God, you didn't help me. And God's going to be like, well, I gave you a job opportunity and you said no. You know what I mean? Like, I set this up for you and you turned around. So how much more do you want me to help you?
I think it goes back to, remember we spoke about the boat situation? I think it goes back to that.
I said that joke and I started laughing again. I think it's so funny because we do that.
We totally do that. We do that to ourselves. We do that to the people around us. When people are trying
loved ones.
Huh?
We do it to our loved ones because sometimes our loved ones are the ones that God brings to our life to give us the help that we need, but we see them differently. So we automatically put a guard because we take it as, well, stop telling me what to do. When they're genuinely
what to do, stop, being involved, like,
Yeah.
or don't, yeah, it's a bunch of other things, right? Like, it's just like you don't want to be told what to do, or just like, oh, you don't understand.
Oh, yeah. And it's hard because you know what, that comment, I had to rephrase my thinking, right? Because it was like, I would say it all the time, well, you don't get it. You don't get it.
You don't get it.
Right? You don't get it. But then it became, well, how are you going to get it if I don't express what I'm trying to feel?
Yeah.
Right? So like a new thing that I do is I'll tell, like, for example, my husband, I'll tell him, I don't know how to express what I'm feeling right now, but give me a moment so I can put it into words.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because it's letting him know, like, hey, something's wrong with me. I just don't know how to verbally say
Express it. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a moment to figure it out, and then I'm able to share.
Good.
And it's worked out really good because now he'll come to me and be like, you ready now? And I'll be like, yes, I know how to say it now.
Yeah.
Or I'll just come to him and be like, now I know how to say it.
Yeah. I like that.
I will say, like, how we're talking about this topic, live in the moment, right? My word was time.
How are we doing?
Much better because I actually had to set more boundaries.
Oh, even more.
Yes, because I literally had to step back, and it's interesting because I feel like sometimes I get tunnel vision, right?
Do say.
And, yeah. And if I stay focused on one thing, I lose sight of everything else. And that's not fair to the people, you know what I mean, that I love and I care
Who
for.
are t-shirts that are now going on a year.
I lost a bet, guys. It was for her birthday.
Yep. My birthday came and went.
No. I'm so sorry. And I was going to put a joke on the Instagram page, but then I was like, maybe people forgot.
Well, I'm reminding the people. She forgot. And we are at the 50th episode. We got to get a cool surprise, something special for you guys on the 52nd episode, which would be 52 weeks, one whole year, guys.
So crazy. I can't even believe it.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, it's insane.
It's amazing.
So, I'm excited.
We have been living in the today by doing this, right? This is something that we wanted to do, and we just went for it, right?
Oh, I'm so proud of us.
Yes. So we want to encourage you guys to, like, live in the moment. Go do what it is that is, you know, in the back of your mind that you want to do, but you don't feel like you can do it. You can do it. Just you have to reprioritize everything else.
Don't be tunnel vision like me, guys.
Yeah.
Take the tunnel vision off. Set your boundaries and make time to get your things done because it's very important. I really do. I think like a lot of people live with regret with I wish I would have or I wish I could have. And I think that stems from what we're talking about. People saying, well, I'll just do it later. I'll just do it later. 5 years pass, 10 years pass, 15 years pass. You get married, you have kids. Like now those kids are older. Now they're married and now you're grandma. Like I'm saying, it just spirals and you have this feeling inside of, man, I never got to do what I really wanted to do.
Yeah, you know? I think that it's also because, you know, I would say our parents were probably prone to like, oh, you have to get married or you have to have your kids and there was a cycle and you have to meet these criteria and you have to go to college or you have to, like, it was like all of these things. And then you're realizing that you're living your everyday without giving yourself that self-care and that love because you're just like busy living in the like now and not focusing on what makes you happy internally.
And you know what it is? Like a lot of people sometimes out of fear too.
Yeah, right? Fear is definitely, I think, the number one, I would say, in my opinion.
You're comfortable in, let's say it's a career change, right?
Yeah.
You're comfortable where you are, and then you're not happy.
Yeah.
But you know that if you change your job to what you really want to do, let's say it was somebody who works in an office, but their heart's desire is to have their own business, right? Whether it be creating something or maybe, I don't know, like they just wanted their own business, but they're so afraid to leave that miserable job because it's a consistent paycheck.
Yeah.
Right. So like I always say to people like in that kind of situation, well, why don't you start slowly?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like don't fully leave.
Yeah.
But your business slowly. Utilize that job, the finances from that job to start building the business you want to build.
Yeah.
You know?
I recently watched something. It was about it's called Girl Boss on Netflix.
Oh, I think I saw it.
Yeah. So it was based on true events, but loosely, and they emphasized the loosely.
Yeah.
Meaning that they've exaggerated a lot of the things, right? But if you think about Nasty Girl, the website like that Girl Boss created, right? And the era of the Girl Boss, you think back and it's like this girl was like a trailblazer, right? But everybody then thinks that they have to do what she did, right? She did not want her job. She was very like all or nothing, right? But fortunately for us, right? And then this time we can work and give our dream or our passion or something that makes us happy an hour a day or maybe 3 hours a week in total. You know, give yourself, allocate some of that time so you can give it and work on it and do something with it. There's so many platforms and so many ways to help. You know, you can schedule your posts. Shocker. I know a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
You can schedule your posts. I know that we're horrible with posting on Instagram, but we can schedule them.
We're going to work on that. In the summer, I'm going to create a lot because that's my like downtime. Yeah. But I actually did a really cool post, a reel today, because something actually changing off topic, but something touched my heart heavily today.
Oh.
Like heavily. Like it was really heavy. You know what I mean? And it was about the youth. Right? And like how this generation's like suffering from depression and anxiety. So maybe like something just hit me so hard. So I actually created like a reel with a whole bunch of images of like the youth just with their heads down, like in that look of despair, like they had nothing.
Yeah.
And just made the quote on the bottom, like the caption, like just ask. Talk to your kids. Right? Ask how school is. Ask how their day is. Ask what's going on social media. Just ask, and you'd be surprised that they're willing to open up when somebody's willing to listen.
Yeah.
And I think that also kind of boils into what we're saying, right? Don't put it off to tomorrow. Your kid might need it today.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if they're coming at you and you're like, well, not right now. Well, they might need you right now.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like that's something, I don't know why, but it's something that really like hit me like hard today.
I think that, we'll brainstorm off of this. I have an idea in the back of my head. But for another live episode, and also mental health awareness is coming up. We'll have a couple episodes on that. Yeah. But guys, like really like, live in today, you know, enjoy your loved ones, give them time. I think
and you're babies if you're parents, because literally when they say it goes fast, it does go so fast.
My kid, me llega hasta aquí. Like she's like, my kid is up to here to me. Like it's gone by so fast. I don't have a baby anymore.
No, I don't even want to talk because you already know. I got one out the door next year.
Yeah.
Like, and one going into high school.
Yeah.
And then the little one, 4th grade. crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's why it's important. Like, honestly, like, we're gonna have a snow day tomorrow, and I'm like, ooh, game day, right?
Yeah.
Because I like bum days. I really do. But I feel like my schedule so much is like so crazy that I can't.
Did you hear that, guys? She likes bum days. When I told her I like bum days,
I said Christmas was my favorite day, and you said that's my Sundays, and I was like, man, that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
But if you ask her, here's the thing: like, I will not schedule anything on my Sundays.
Yeah.
Why? That's one day that I will. I'm like, I'm going to church. I'm with my family. Like, I do not schedule anything. And a lot of times she's already booked on those days. We are recording on Sunday coming up, but I'm okay with it. One day we'll work through it. But that's what I do. That's what, like, that's my day. Like, Saturday we're running errands. We have to take the dog to the groomer, dentist point, whatever. So I allow my Sundays to just like chill, relax.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? This year I was given a schedule, right? Next year I'm building my schedule. So I'm like making sure like my games are not like, I'm not going to do Sundays. Like, you know what I mean? So like a lot of schedules I have right now is because it was given to me. Okay. So next year making it, I'm like, no, like blackout Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, no, because I do need it. I miss that time.
Yeah.
Like, I hate when it's like me and my husband are seeing each other like this in passing.
Yeah.
This weekend, he was in Pennsylvania with Brianna while I was coaching here at the men's team. And then my middle one went with the grandparents and Rosa was home. Like, we were all like,
yeah, it's crazy. You don't want that either, right? You don't want to have that schedule. So when is season over?
So for the men's team, it ends third week in April.
Okay.
And then the club season runs to May, whatever is it, Memorial Day.
Okay.
It runs to then. So.
But then I'll be busy with spring baseball, softball.
When's that run to?
I don't know. I'm still waiting on the schedule. My daughter wanted to do soccer, but then we couldn't because we had already committed to softball and we still haven't gotten the schedule.
So, maybe the sign.
I know it's spring, so it's going to be all spring.
Yeah.
It'll go into late June probably.
Yep. See? And then be like the pastor. When they ask you to go to my game, you said, no, I'm going to go eat, lunch with your dad.
Yeah. But
so funny.
I mean, she's too small to do that, but I don't know. I don't see, but that's one thing, because we give each other our time. I don't think that I would ever take away from, I feel, just me personally, like.
Oh, I agree with what you're about to say.
Yeah. I
could never not be at my kids' thing. Like this weekend, it was killing me that Johannes was there and I couldn't be there.
But that's different, right? Like, you have to sometimes as a couple divide and conquer, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. But like, if I go do something on my own and they go to like Dave and Buster's, and Dave and Buster's is like every other weekend kind of thing, right? Like it's something like you can just go eat, and I still am like, nope, wait for me to get back. We do it together as a family.
Yeah.
I just, that to me, like a game or something is we go, and then if anything after a game, then we'll go have dinner together. And we give each other that time. So to me, I don't have to go out to dinner with my husband on a night that she has a game. But I get the
but it's also maybe, right? I'm gonna go devil's advocate here. Maybe because there's families that have more than one kid.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. So I get it, right? Or that you don't have somebody to care for them.
Yeah.
So they're at this game and they're gonna do drop-offs or whatever, then you have that moment. So I totally get it. I'm not saying it, but my situation,
Yeah.
allows me the flexibility.
Yep. It's crazy. So crazy.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up.
Talk about other topics.
Yeah, because we'll bring up something else. We were about to bring up mental health awareness.
I know we can't, but that's a good topic. I really do want to talk about it.
Yeah,
because it was heavy on my heart.
Off of here, I'll tell you what came up in my mind.
Okay.
Guys, thank you for another week. Remember, tomorrow's not guaranteed. Love, hug, text your loved ones. I think really key, like if somebody pops in your head and you're thinking of them, send them a quick text. Hey, I'm thinking of you. Are you okay? My prayers are with you. Give a quick prayer, for them. Because when somebody's in your mind, maybe they're going through something.
By accident.
It's not by accident. It's not.
There really isn't.
So take the time, send a quick text. It doesn't take a lot of your time to do that. Guys, thank you.
Yes. Yeah.